My name is Twine, and I'm the innovator of EcoStove. That is a stove that uses stones to cook, and that is made, produced, and innovated in Uganda. I'm into research. I've always been intrigued by research, so I do a lot of research, but also I work in partnership with my brother, who's a systems energy engineer, and so we came up with the EcoStove, trying to solve the problem that we knew was existing in Uganda and needed a solution. We have a whole of Uganda, as well as the developing world, we have a challenge of cooking fuels, and you find that predominantly 90% depend on charcoal or firewood to cook. Not only is it expensive, but it contributes to deforestation and the health-related problems such as smoke. We wanted a solution that will do away with all these the problems that we had witnessed growing up. I am born and bred in Uganda, and I knew these things growing up. So even if I've traveled and got exposure, I've still not forgotten where I came from. So smoke related, I mean the firewood, the charcoal that smokes so heavily and causes health problems, and then the rate of deforestation. We had a tropical country which had seasons and rainfalls, but now the drought and the mudslides because of the rate of deforestation, because the charcoal demand is on the rise. And that was a big problem, not only for this generation, but the generations to come. So we wanted a solution, and there's no way to provide a solution than do it yourself. So we put our heads together and came up with a prototype of a stove that uses stones, doing away with charcoal and firewood. And that's the EcoStove. I'm in London to show UK citizens who are, living here they're Uganda by birth, and they still have family and relations back there, that they will be able to buy this product and it will deliver the same functions and benefits like I've shown them to their loved ones back home. I come from Uganda, and I was born and bred in Uganda, and grew up in a place where, in Lukunjiri, where firewood was a challenge. So growing up and finding firewood a chore, when we traveled and got exposure, so we thought, how about we solve the problem or the challenge of firewood in my place? And having seen a lot of different things, so joined hands with one of my brothers who's a system engineer, and we came up with a cooking solution using the reusable stones or the volcanic rocks to be able to cook instead of charcoal firewood, which is actually very scarce in Uganda. The EcoStove is for everybody who uses charcoal, depends on charcoal or firewood, because it's very scarce. So and it contributes to deforestation, but anyone who is in position to buy anyway at this moment, but it is intended to solve the cooking, so it is intended to provide the cooking solution. For anyone who's currently using charcoal or firewood, this is a solution to their cooking problems. So what I'm using to cook is actually half of this bag. This is a 3-kilo bag of stones, and these are the stones. If I can open one, you'll be able to see. These are the reusable stones. You use them, switch them off, use them again and again. You start at this size because we crack them manually, because they don't have to be a certain shape. Because if they were done in a shape, the air system which is inbuilt wouldn't be able to come through. So what we've done is we do them in a way that the air is able to come through, but at the same time do the job, which is the cooking. And over a period of time, in the next 6 months, you'd see that's when you observe the stone shrinking or getting smaller and smaller. So within 2 years, a stone that would have been this size when we started would be a quarter this size. So this is what makes the stove economically viable and a benefit to the end user. I've been talking about the EcoStove. It cooks just like any other cook stove on the market, even cooks like a normal gas or electric cooker, but it has the added benefit. Not only does it have the inbuilt air system which increases its efficiency, but we knew the problems back home. We knew people were suffering with kerosene, the cost of kerosene, also the dangers involved with using kerosene, the smoke inhalation. So we had to have a stove that would light a home, charge a phone, which are the basic needs of life. So these are things that we really wanted to be part of, and to solve the problems that were current and were pressing to my people. The eco stove does that by when the lights are meant to light a home, and if you could see, simply put, if I this is to run the air, which is helping me cook. I've switched off and it's still cooking, but it can be in at the same time. You don't have to switch it off. When you're cooking, you can still light at the same time. But this is why I said it can be operated even by a child. So by doing that, you have lights. This is 2 watts and this is 5 watts. The beauty about the additional benefit of lights is because the manufacturer's guarantee provides 10,000 hours minimum. So this will give you 10,000 hours. And in addition to that, they don't blow. They don't break. So okay. So you don't have to worry about a child, and they are not even hot. So you can embrace them, you can touch them. You don't have to worry about it breaking. So this is another added benefit. It could be used in a village, it could be used anywhere. You could, even if somebody dropped it, they don't have to worry about it breaking. On top of that, the eco stove, we knew people in the villages spend money they don't have. Today, everybody wants to speak to their loved ones in the rural area, and you find that their challenge is finding electricity. So they have to travel miles to trading center to be able to charge mobile phones. So we put accessories, and this is one of the accessories we put. This is an iPhone. It comes with 10 pins. We give them 10 pins. If you could see, these are 9, and this is the iPhone one is the 10th pin. We give you 10 pins, and so somebody's, even if there are 10 different phones in a home, they're able to charge it. Simply put, you get the USB, and there's a USB provision right there, and there's a USB button. You press the USB and your phone is charging. So these are the added benefit we give, which people spend so much money. They spend so much money on transport to the trading center to charge their mobile phones. At the same time, they spend so much. And I've had incidences through our research where a customer says, I'm done with charging a mobile phone at a trading center, because what happens when they take them batteries, they change the batteries, so they lose the good battery. The phones don't charge fully because they have up to an hour waiting for a phone to charge in a trading center. To be able to run the energy, to run the fan or the inbuilt air system, we need the solar, and that solar is powered by the solar panel. This solar panel is 15 watts. We can get up to 200 watts. Simply put, this solar panel is plugged at the back of the stove, and that will charge this. And if it's charging, you're able to see this is the energy is picked from the sun. In Uganda, we are not short of the sun. The equator actually crosses Uganda, so we have plenty of the sun. So anybody can own a stove and don't have to worry about charging all these accessories that I've given you. So the sun is picked by the solar panel, stored in the battery, and the beauty about this battery, it's able to tell you the level of charge. It has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I hope you've now understood and appreciated the innovation. The innovation is about a stove that cooks, lights, and charges a phone. It uses the sun, which powers the solar, the inbuilt air system to increase efficiency. I hope this will help you save money and protect the environment. At the same time, save the unnecessary expense. Money can be used for something else that is more pressing. And